Okay, sekarang slide nombor 3. Nampak kan? Okay,
View
I
tu.
nak klik overview.
Cuba
I
next.
click the next one. Petroleum
Okay.
Engineering
Ini je lah.
Department at the class. Nampak kan? Okay. I think kita go for this lah.
Boleh. Alright.
Okay.
Okay. So saya
Stop sharing dulu ya.
stop sharing dulu.
How? Okay.
Okay, kita tunggu sekejap dalam 1-2 minit untuk student daripada room student masuk ke sini.
Okay.
Okay, terima kasih dok. Saya akan mute-kan dulu.
Masa I present ke, I buka video ke, boleh tutup ke?
Video apa tu?
My video. I boleh close lah kan?
Boleh.
Okay.
I want to ask about financial along with your study.
I boleh tukar background ke? Tak boleh.
Background tak boleh. Untuk yang dia bukan macam Microsoft Team kita semua kan, boleh tukar kan. Ini tak boleh.
Tak lah.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. We will start the session dalam masa 1 minit ya, sementara menunggu kawan-kawan yang lain. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all our audience, students. My name is Syahrul. So thank you again for joining this session. So sekarang kita berada di academic briefing, academic department for Petroleum Engineering. So dengan kita pada pagi ini ialah Dr. Hazlina, seorang pensyarah daripada Jabatan Petroleum Engineering yang akan berkongsikan tentang informasi dan juga maklumat akademik mengenai program Petroleum Engineering. Jadi saya sarankan kepada semua audiens, pelajar-pelajar, bakal-bakal pelajar yang boleh tengok dan dapat segala maklumat dan boleh bertanyakan ada apa-apa soalan mengenai Petroleum Engineering. Okay. Kita akan mulakan sesi ini dengan penerangan dan slide presentation daripada Dr. Azlina dan kemudian akan disusuli dengan sesi Q&A. Okay. With that, I'm passing this floor to Dr. Azlina. Okay. See you, Doc.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Thank you, Mr. Sharul. Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum. I'm Dr. Hazlina and I'm here representing Petroleum Engineering Department of UTP. And I'm very proud to have all of you today. Okay, I would like to do some sharing regarding the Petroleum Engineering Department. And you can ask any questions related to Petroleum Engineering program itself. Okay, Mr. Sharul, can we have the slide ready?
Boleh re-share boleh the slide? Share screen.
Okay.
Okay, sebentar. Okay, back to you, Doc.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sharul. Okay, everyone. Well, first of all, welcome to Petroleum Engineering Department in Petronas. Okay. Now, definitely this is good news to us for the department, and I would like to share this good news to all of you as well as the potential student of the department. Okay, this year we are ranked the top 50 in the world for the petroleum engineering discipline. Okay, where in the ranking we are at the 23rd rank. Okay, and you can see that for us to be worldwide recognized is of course with the contribution of the students themselves actually actively involved with the university activities nationally and internationally. Now the student skill and knowledge have been backed up by the academic staff of the department itself. Okay, so from here you can see the outcome of the success delivered internationally. And I hope you'll be joining us aboard as well, you know, to be at this worldwide recognition as well. Now, in the overview, let us see the program leaders. The leader of the Petroleum Engineering Department, okay, is led by, one moment. Okay, is led by Associate Prof. Dr. Khalid, and he is our department chair, which is known as head of department. And the department is led by the faculty dean, and she is Associate Prof. Dr. Kuzilati. Okay. Now, at a glance, the university, okay, under the Petroleum Engineering Department, we have very, we are proud to have more than 500 students in the department. And you can see here that almost 23% of the students are actually international students coming from more than 25 countries. Now, at a glance, you see that even though you are joining UTP, that of course being recognized internationally, when you join us here at the department, you have the chance to communicate, do culture sharing, and get additional knowledge from other countries as well. Since we have a lot of international students at the department. And you can see that the students are actually being supported by experienced lecturers or faculty staffs. And you can see here more than 50% of them actually are PhD holders. They are all senior lecturers. And we are proud to say that most of them also, the faculty staff or the lecturers, they have industrial experience, including myself. Therefore, we do actually keep on do how should I say working experience sharing it during our class, during our teaching classes. We do actually relate it back with our experience and how it can actually help you in the future. Now, we are proud to say that 37% of the lecturers in the department, they are awarded with professional engineer status or chartered engineer status. Okay, this is actually a status where it backed up by the industrial experience as well. So it's not just like I would say just by saying, but it's being awarded based on their status. Now, the students of the department, they are very well-rounded, involved with many activities. There are two major society actually under the department itself, known as SPE, Student Chapter, as well as Energy Institute Student Chapter. Now, these, besides other society and activities as well, these two society is actually being backed up by the lecturers of the department, and these two societies actually being facilitated by the lecturers and of course industry panels as well. Okay, so here you can see that the department have the bachelor in Bachelor of Honors in Petroleum Engineering discipline, and these are two of our pledge. Okay, our pledge is that we are going to produce petroleum engineers who are competent, okay, to be potential and become the leaders of oil and gas industry. Now, the leaders here is that you can see that at the end of the academic year, you'll find that you have the knowledge, you have the skill to become a leader. The definition of leader is, of course, starting from the low end, is that you are able to lead a project, or even you are able to lead your team to complete a project, up to becoming a senior engineer, senior manager, or even a CEO of a company. Okay, the next pledge is that we are committed to produce engineers who are committed to sustainable development of oil and gas industry for the betterment of the society. Now, how the department actually can strive up to the world level just now is, of course, because the department are being supported by the industries. Okay, we have here one international examiner just to ensure as a quality assurance of what we deliver to the students. We have 3 adjunct professors, we have 8 committed industry advisory panel, and we have continuous sharing sessions between the industry panels and industry experts with the students, okay, throughout the year. I would say a total of more than 50 adjunct lectures every year that we actually have conducted. And of course, that is our pledge to give sufficient knowledge to the students, not just by a textbook knowledge, but you will see that the knowledge that we provide in the department is directly engaged with the real scenario as a petroleum engineers itself. Okay. Now, this is the organizational chart of the department. Okay, and you can see here we have program executive, and I am here today as the undergraduate program leader. And petroleum engineering. Okay, the course itself is categorized into four clusters. Okay, and the four classes is actually representing the real cluster of oil and gas industry. And you can see down here, the clusters are reservoir engineering. These actually involve more on the petrophysics, geology, and the field development plan work category. And then we have production engineering, drilling engineering. Okay, and here you can see again the dean of the faculty, the department chair, the management of the department being assisted by 3 admin staff. Now, looking back at the industry advisory panel, yeah, the one that I've mentioned just now, these are committed advisory panel. They actually committed in various activities, I would say starting from supporting the curricula to ensure that what we actually develop in the curricular structure is what they want when they employ the workers or the employee for their company. Okay, so you can see that the skill and also the knowledge that you gain from the department is already being matched up with the industry seek knowledge or the industry skills that they want whoever that they will actually employ later. Okay, they are actually coming from Petronas, Halliburton, Dinex, FTech, Schlumberger, Sapura Energy, Energy Quest. These are actually committed industry advisory panel. However, no worries. We have other industry panels that is actually, even though they are not officially or documented as our IAP, but then we receive a lot support from industries, and they involve as a part of the students' assessment. For example, during the final year project, we will invite industry panels, okay, to become your assessor or the examiners, external examiner, so that you get the first-hand comment from the industry on your work, okay, on your outcome of the assessment. We do actually invite industry panels to be the judge of the FDP. FDP is actually the group design project meant for petroleum engineering program. Okay, this is actually the outcome-based education, just an overview, the pledge that we already have in our mind when we involve in this teaching and learning platform. We really want to produce these, skills of graduates. And these are actually program outcome. You can actually see the detail of this program outcome in our department website. These are actually the knowledge and skill that actually being supported by the courses that we offer every semester. In other words, for one course, it will link to the knowledge or the skill of the PO statement that can be seen here. Okay. Now, let us see, if you are joining the department, let us see what is the feeling to become the petroleum engineering student. Okay, in a nutshell, you will see that in 1 year, you have 3 semesters. Okay, and the department actually arrange the courses from the general knowledge, from the general understanding, and then only in the second year we start to introduce the core courses of the petroleum engineering discipline. Okay, we introduce one. You can see here in your second year, this is the first year, 3 semesters, and the next three is your second year. And you can see that only one core courses, which is reservoir engineering 1, is being introduced one time. And then the core courses will actually increase throughout the duration of your academic year. Okay, so here you see that the lectures will assist you from the low level and increase your understanding until you grab the whole of this petroleum engineering knowledge. Okay. The best thing about how we arrange the curricular structure is that we will ensure that you have a lot of time, you have sufficient time to study, okay, to involve with the academic life, to do your assignments, your group work, group projects, as well as you have extra time to do extracurricular activities. That's why just now I said that even the department have their own student society besides other additional student society available in the university. You can see here the credit hour per semester is the lowest is 12, okay, between 12 up to 15. And this 15 is this is the only semester that you have 15. The rest actually is manageable between 12, 13 and 14 credit hours only. And I'm very sure, okay, that you have sufficient time to have or learn additional knowledge, additional skills when you actually involve in your university life here in the in UTP. Okay, let's see the following um, courses that we offer here. The specialty, okay, when we arrange the courses, you can see that the specialty being UTP student is of course our 7 months internship. Now, let me share my experience throughout the year. Okay, petroleum engineering students, we never have problem to secure placement for the internship student throughout the semesters. All petroleum engineering students will be able to secure the 7 months internship work placement. Okay, the reason why, because petroleum engineering is very special. Okay, you have the major player of oil and gas industries itself. They would want you, okay, to be to conduct your internship at their place. And we do actually have the oil and gas service contractors or service companies, okay, involved as the subsidiaries project with the major player of oil and gas industry just now. So we have and we engage with the council, MOPSEC Council, which is the Malaysian Oil and Gas Contractors Council, that will involve with more than 100 companies dealing with oil and gas projects. Okay, so UTP actually have engagement with them, and we always take the advantage to look for vacancy available for our student, and we will deliver the notification direct to our student. And that's what they want most, okay, whereby they want to hire the how should I say, those who are directly related with petroleum engineering discipline. And then you can see in the last year, okay, in the final year of your academic duration, you have the chance to select this specialization core. Now, what do I mean by this specialization core? You can see here core specialization 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to the next slide. Now, these are the 3 specialization. Now, what are these 3 specialization? They are again, okay, reflect the real scenario of a petroleum engineering industry. Now, besides being a petroleum engineer, yeah, where you will work either offshore or onshore or at the HQ, headquarters office, okay, you can actually specialize yourself and become either a drilling engineer, production engineer, or reservoir engineer. Hence, we have these specialization courses that you can actually select. You have to select one only because this will be your experts. And after you select one, most of your assignments or your assessments actually will involve with this specialization. For example, I give you one example. If you take up drilling engineering as your specialization, and you will conduct basically your individual final year project that related to this specialization, drilling specialization, and then we will call the experts, drilling engineer, senior engineer, to evaluate your work. And during doing your FDP, the field development plan, that is actually the capstone project, is actually a group project. Now you will take up the discipline or the expert field under drilling engineering. So you can see that you will keep on enhancing your skill under your specialization. Though you have the chance, of course, to learn more about the other disciplines as part of the major core discipline courses that we already been offered throughout the 4 years of your academic duration. Yeah. Now you can see here, this is one of the softwares available for you to basically do field development plan. Okay, for SPM leavers or those who actually haven't ventured, what is this FDP? Now other program, they are this group project is known as a capstone project or design project. Now, for petroleum engineering, we don't call design project. Why? Why? Because it's very special. You have the knowledge. You will be teach. Okay, we will teach you how to develop a blank reservoir. We give you the geophysics data, the reservoir data, and you will actually be able to determine in that reservoir the amount of oil available, the amount of gas available before you're going to produce it. Okay, so after you do some economic study whether it's profitable enough for you to venture that reservoir, and then you will drilling instruments up to facilities, installing the platform up to produce. And that is also a course where you learn about economic study, where you will see whether the whole project from the beginning up to the end of this FDP, field development plan, whether it's profitable enough or not. So you can see that every single petroleum graduates from UTP, you will learn this skill. Okay, it's very special for petroleum engineers. Now, to increase your employability, okay, and also to basically for us to nurture your passion in other disciplines as well. For example, you actually have the interest to do entrepreneurship. You want to create and produce your how should I say, you want to register your own company involving with oil and gas core industries. So there are minor packages available for you to take up. Okay, there are entrepreneurship, international relations, project management, as well as big data analytics. Okay, there have been a lot of predictive assessment ongoing, as well as the usage of available data being converted into a how should I say, a cloud-based data. So we have these minor packages for you to venture if you are interested with. Okay. Now, in a nutshell, you see that the department with basically incorporate a various platform for you to be a well-rounded student. There are, how should I say, here you can see the normal and formal lectures and tutorial, But then besides that, we have adjunct lecture. Adjunct lecture is where we invite industrial panels to engage with the student, do sharing sessions, whether it's directly related to the course or even some other general topics that you want to actually know more about. For example, how to increase your employability, how to enhance your CV, how to be, what kind of skills that petroleum engineers acquire. So these are actually some of the topics in the adjunct lecture. And then we have industrial internship, laboratories. We have high performance laboratories facilities available for you to actually venture yourself. And most of the project here, as I said just now, I've mentioned most of the lecturers in the faculty, they have industrial experience. So when you actually conduct this final year project, okay, we do actually have the chance to invite industrial engineers, okay, petroleum engineers to become your co-supervisor, as well as the title itself. You have two choices. Either you gonna basically extend the internship project and make it your final year project, individual final year project. And you can see that in that way, your final year project is actually industrial based problem statement. Okay, it's actually related to industrial scenario, or even the lectures will give you how should I say, a real case problems that you will actually venture it as your individual final year project. Okay, these are some of the activities that the department will actually, and we provide throughout your academic semester. Of course, before the MCO, for us to go to INSTEP, okay, the Petronas institution in Terengganu, okay, is basically is a mass activity for us to bring our students to INSTEP. Why? Because this is the place where you will have the experience to go to the real oil and gas platform installed at INSTEP. So you have the chance. These are actually all UTP students. Okay, this is the example of the field development plan that I mentioned just now. A special skill that only petroleum engineers have, where you will learn, let's say in one field, in which part that you will drill, and which well will give you the most hydrocarbons or oil. Okay. And there are so much other societies that you can venture with. Either you actually very active in society or in competition or even in sports. It's really up to your passion how you want to enhance your soft skills. Okay, so now there are a lot of student enrichment available being offered from this department to the students. Now, just to mention a few, there are, I mean, like I would say, a long list of activities available. But these posters actually show an example of a kind of sharing session between the industry experts with the students. Yeah, you can see here chemical enhanced oil recovery, and where when you attended these courses, these professional trainings, you'll be provided by certificates, okay, at the end of the day. And then there are like other sessions as well. Sharing sessions by here would be the senior manager of this from Petronas, from Halliburton. You can see, even though we have the license software, and we have the experts that will teach you how to use the software, at the same time we do again invite industry how should I say, industry trainers to really engage with the students. And you can see that what the lecturers have actually taught you in the class on utilizing the software will be the same as what the trainers from the industry For example, here Halliburton Landmark software. This is one of the softwares. There are many softwares, of course. One of the softwares that you will use during FDP, during the field development plan. And you can see that in other way, that since you already have the skill to use this software, you can go back to Halliburton and you can see that they will, of course, will love to hire you, because you already have the skill that with the software that they've been utilizing. Okay, some other courses as well, you can see here. Okay, and you can see now in Malaysia, I am proud to say only UTP have this most worth, okay, licensed software donated. They are all donated by the committed industry supports. Okay, you can see they are, you know, a very valuable license, and these licenses are all available for the students. Okay, and we are the only university that provide these softwares for the student learning enrichment. Okay, and here even in UTP we have the real wellhead. Okay, wellhead that being installed at any well that is drilled to produce the petroleum or gas. Okay, we have the real wellhead installed in UTP itself. So in one of the courses, we have drilling engineering 1 and we have drilling engineering 2, as well as production engineering. We actually bring all the students to look at this wellhead and study the components installed at the wellhead itself. This wellhead is actually we actually have cut it into half, and you can see what are the components actually being installed, such as the flow meter, the pressure valve, and so much other. So this is very useful. Again, is actually being donated by our sponsor. This is again the INSTEP, okay, and our contributors. Now, I love to say about our students from department. They are all very active, and you can actually, you know, refer to our Facebook, Petroleum Engineering Department UTP Facebook. Now, this Facebook is being managed by the academic executive, Mr. Ayub. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayub. Now, you can see a long list of activities, starting from the academic activities, academic involvement, as well as the rewards that the students actually obtain throughout their studies, as well as any other notification for useful for the student. We actually share it in our Facebook. Okay, go and have a look at it and see whether you want to join us aboard or not. Okay. Now, I'm not going to list all. I'm going to list only the recent program, and you can see it again. You can, if you want to know more about it, go and visit our Facebook. Now, these are only the recent activity. Okay, these actually an activity by Baker Hugh. Okay, I'm for student mentoring. However, I'm sorry for the guys. This is actually for female student. The Baker Hugh company actually provides student mentoring, and of course, we actually invite our student, petroleum engineering student, to basically involve in this student mentoring. This is very recent. The next one is, of course, we are very proud to say that just now, okay, I already mentioned that every semester you have sufficient time to enhance your soft skills in extracurricular activities, and we are very proud to have our students here, Shanta Kumar, Iskandar, and Putra. Now, what happens is that they involved with this university startup challenge this year. Okay, let's see the year. Last year 2020, and they won with the prize of 10,000K, 2,000K, okay, and 5,000 ringgit, okay, in this challenge. And there are so much other competition that our student actually involved with, and there are competitions or student involvement as well, supported by the faculty members or the lecturers. we always support the activities of the students. Okay, just some pictures to see the involvement of the students. Some of the awards, okay, we do actually reward students either academically or a teamwork. Okay, you can see here like capstone, these are actually the FDP project just now. And then any extracurricular activities that you can see, these are actually the recent activities. These are the competition that the student organize online or virtually, and the rewards, actually everything basically the department will support. Okay, a list of achievement as well, 2019-2020. You can see we do actually allow students to go abroad and venture the external outside UTP itself. You can see that the students actually joined competition in UiTM Shah Alam and they won, in Indonesia and so also, and they won. These are all petroleum engineering students. Okay, again in Indonesia, in Calgary, and in Saudi Arabia. Okay, we do actually support students' involvement either locally or internationally.
Okay, guys. Let's wait a while for Dr. Hazina. Okay, please wait for a minute. We are currently resolving this technical issue. Okay, guys. For all audience, okay, we will proceed to the next session, which is the closing session by registry, whereby we will share on the financial assistance. So you may start to leave the session and then proceed to the next discussion room. Okay, thank you.